Hey, sixth graders! We are here going to take a look at the Lesson 2 Mastery Check. So if you've already taken the Lesson 2 Mastery Check and you just feel like you still have a lot of questions or it didn't go the way that you had hoped, then you can go ahead and watch this video and take a look at it with me. So we are really just going to take a look here at some of these questions that had these maps and try to decipher what we're looking at. So in this first question, it says, Alsand and Katra are the same distance from the equator, and they are both near the ocean. Use the information on the map to answer these questions. How does the air temperature of Aslan compare to the air temperature of Katra, and why? So let's go ahead and start taking a look. If I notice here, I can see that I have one of my places here and one of my locations here. If I look at these two locations, the first thing I can say is that their latitude is very similar. Okay, so their latitude is very similar, so I can't use their latitude or their distance from the equator as a good marking point to decide which one of these places is going to be warmer or cooler, right? We're looking at the air temperature and we're comparing that air temperature. So now I need to take a look at these ocean currents that are coming by. So I can see that I have an ocean current coming from the equator here. So this arrow right here is coming from the equator, or not from the equator, from the pole, and that is a cold ocean current and I know that because it's coming from the pole. And I have another ocean current over here, and this ocean current coming up here, I can trace it backwards, is coming from the equator. So that means that it is a warm ocean current. So if I have a warm ocean current, that means that the energy from the ocean current or the ocean is transferring to the air. So I have ocean to air at a warm ocean current. And if I have a cool ocean current, then I have my air, which is warmer than the ocean, transferring to the ocean. And so when I have my ocean transferring to the air, my warmer ocean transferring to the air, that location is going to be warmer than in a location where the air is transferring to the ocean. Okay, if we think back to the investigation we did with the cups, we had the cups and we had one cup with cold water, which would be the colder ocean, the cooler ocean, and we had one cup with hot water. And which would be our warmer ocean current. And when we put those caps on there and we stuck the thermometers in and we took the temperature of that air, right, the area up here that was not the water, we found that there was an increase in temperature here when there was hot water or a warm ocean current, and we saw that there was a decrease in temperature over here when we had cold water or a cool ocean current. So all of that information is going to help us understand what is happening here. And so at this point, all we have done is we have just looked at the question. So it's asking us to compare the air temperature. And so I can already say, based on the information I know, so this is number 2. So we first looked at latitude and we said that doesn't really help us. And now we can look at ocean currents. And so we can look at these ocean currents and they can help us understand or compare these two locations. So based on this information, I can look at these two locations and I can say that I know that Alsand is going to be warmer and Katra is going to be cooler. So now let's go ahead and look at our answer choices. It says, answer choice number 1, the air in Alsand is warmer than Katra. At Alsand, energy is transferred from ocean to air, and at Katra, energy is transferred from air to ocean. All right, so let's take a look. This is my description of Aslan, and this is my description of Katra. And so at Aslan, it's from ocean to air. That confirms that. And at Katra, it's transferred from air to ocean. So far, number 1 is an option that we can keep on our plates. So let's go ahead and take a look at option number 2. The air at Aslan is the same as Katra. Is that what we're saying, is that they're the same? We are not. So we can automatically cross this one off because we know that they are not the same. It says they're both near ocean water. That is true. However, we know that there's a different amount. It says the same amount of energy is transferred to the air at both locations, and we know that it's a different amount because we know that their distances from the equator are different. So we can go ahead and cross this option off automatically. All right, our next option says the air at Aslan is warmer than Katra, which we are agreeing with. At Aslan, a lot of energy is transferred from the ocean to the air, and at Katra, no energy is transferred from the ocean to the air. My question when we look at an answered option like this is, do we know how much energy is being transferred? We know that there is energy being transferred through these ocean currents and due to their distance from the equator, but we don't really know how much energy is transferred. So we can actually eliminate this option as well. So we know it's not a lot, so we can cross that off. And then over here it says no energy is transferred. As of right now, we have not said that there are no locations where energy is transferred. So again, we can take this option off the plate and we could actually just cross it off completely, which leaves us only with one answer choice to be correct. So the air at Aslan is warmer than Katra. At Aslan, energy is transferred from the ocean to the air. Again, we confirmed that up here, ocean to air. And at Katra, energy is transferred from air to ocean, which we confirmed right here. I hope, let's see if I can turn this off, if I can turn the pen off. Okay, there we go. I hope that this helps you better understand these questions and how to decipher the information in these questions. I know that it's a lot of reading, but I want you to really think about what you're looking at and how you know an answer is true. So it's more than just saying, yep, I know one place is warmer or cooler, but really saying why you know and how you know, and providing that information by looking at those second parts of those answer choices. All right, I will see you soon, and remember, you can ask me questions if you have any at any time. Remember, today is a great day to learn. Happy learning!